because all you can see is that negative aspect. So here's what I pray a lot of times. Lord, yes, I see the negative. I see the real place in this person, but can you show me what you see? Can you show me what you're doing? Can you show me what you're saying, right? Because right now, all I can see is the negative over them. All I can see is what's not working and what sin they're in. Now, first tell me and let me, for example, when I went to India, and good to see you, pastors, Pastor Sebastian, Pastor Ephraim, good to see you guys. Miss you guys. But first time I went to India, I'll never forget, I believe when I got there, in my Western way of thinking, was, man, all these areas that Pastor and Sebastian are doing all these different things, and it doesn't really make sense. For example, even like men on one side, women on the other side, and on a, service. Why aren't all the way together, right? Let's get everybody together, right? And we were talking about this the other night, actually, but I believe that I needed to fix all these things, and the Lord said, stop. And I went and I prayed, and he says, before you can fix anything, before you can speak in anywhere, do you love these people? Is the question. Do you love them? I'm like, well, I don't know. I thought I was here to be that prophet that said, and it was in those 3 days while I was there, the first time I ever went to India, that I all of a sudden started to see what the Lord saw over them. And all of a sudden I had this deep, intense passion and love for my brothers in India, right? And then I stopped seeing the negatives of where that doesn't look like God. That doesn't sound like God, right? And I first saw, and he's like, do you not think I know these things they do? Do you not think I know? I'm like, yes, but isn't that what you brought me? So I brought you to love them first, to see them as I see them first. And then from there, that's the only place the investment's going to happen, is in the place of what God sees. And then from there, we can talk through what is and isn't of the Lord, what isn't truth of God out of the word, right?
And what things are like cultural, because that's it. A lot of times we get our perspective, or even how, like, I was bad about this when I was young. I thought that you raise kids a certain way. Like, I was like, well, you should do this and they should do this and they should behave like this. And there was judgment in that. And it was like, no, that was just culturally how I was brought up or where I live or whatever. And that's what I loved so much about going to India and going to Dubai and these different places, is because it's like, oh, I thought that was like, this is what God would want us to do. And I was like, oh, that was American culture, and this is Indian culture and this is Dubai culture. And so there's so much that's just almost like personality type things. And it's like, what God's saying is, what is the heart? Where is your heart? Where is their heart? Where is, where are the fundamental foundational things? And that's what matters.